I was just thinking maybe the story was about also with just how power and status kind of changes people because this is this role kind of on the mountain and all kind of roughly equal and kind of separate from all of that. But then once the king came with his entourage, that kind of changed changed things when they all got married. And
Yeah.
it's and it's kind of interesting that a king would go up to the mountains and find a wife there and not like a more politically connected match. But I don't know if maybe he kind of thought like it would like an unconnected person would be better in a way. But
Yeah.
things kind of became a mess once they all got married
Yeah.
in
Well,
regards to
the
that. Yeah.
mm. Well, for your second point, I mean, these stories often have a commoner marrying a king or queen. So I think the king
Mm-hmm.
or queen kind of doesn't necessarily they're kind of loose with those kind of things. And I think it's more like the king or queen is sort of some type of just the highest person around,
Mm-hmm.
and it's sort of highest what politically, spiritually,
Mm-hmm.
socioeconomically, yes to all three and to more. It's sort of just like this is going to be one of the main characters in the story that's the king. I see this in even the Jack tales, which are like Appalachian tales, like Jack and the Beanstalk, but other tales with that same mischievous kind of Jack. And they're talking about just basically in their community or series of communities, there's a king there, and it's like what? This is America in the 1600s or something, 1700s, but there's yeah, I think it's just kind of they're using that term very loosely.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like the a prominent person in that neighborhood. But also the king does go up into the mountains, which almost makes me wonder if the sisters have some sort of divinity to them or something. It's like I mentioned, they're nymph-like or something. But what was the other thing you said?
No, that was the just yeah, main thing. Yeah.
No, but I think you said they were roughly equal until they chose their husbands, and only one of
Yeah.
them, the eldest one, got the king. And then I think
Mm-hmm.
that there's something to that where, yeah, they were out and living in nature, and now they're in the castle, they're amongst society, and yeah, it's the small differences make a huge difference. They're all very high status and have wealth and political power and everything, but the sisters would be looking at the queen, and she's the one that's the queen. She's the one that's married to the king, and now she's the one with children too.
Mm-hmm.
So she has everything compared to them. Maybe there's something about how the child that the queen has is symbolic of the fullness of her life, but and they feel in contrast the emptiness of theirs.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happens when you make social comparisons. You really you're framing things that way, and you really start to see it, and you can obsess over it and increase
Mm-hmm.
it in your mind, and and it can lead to murder or all sorts of terrible crimes.